It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss to Chicago. Pass to Adebayo. Puts up a three. And it's White with the rebound. And here's Boston. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White, Doris, converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Hero. And it's White with the rebound.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Hero with it. Left side, Adebayo. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Outside, White. Pass to Brown. There's the drive. Outside, Tatum. Clock is at 3. Launches it. Rebound by the Heat. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. High post shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Yeah, how about the pull-up game of Norman Powell? Gets space and separation off the dribble.
White looking around. Launches a 3. No good that time. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I spoke with Boston's head coach earlier. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hero, no good.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Pass to Pritchard. Brown outside. Shoots over Powell. Norman Powell with the rebound.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things. Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Now, here's Tatum. Baseline try. It's hauled in by the Heat. Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, the electricity of Andrew Wiggins can really elevate around the rim.
Now, Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Powell. Over Tatum. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Tatum down low. Kata's shot is off.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Here's Pritchard. Down low. The kick out to Tatum. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 5 now.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hero, no good. The Celtics with the lead. And Doris a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
Hero, no good.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat, trailing by 5. Jaquez outside. Wiggins up top. It's good from about 19 feet.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Pritchard. He has 5. Pass to Queta. A kick out to Simons. Queta's shot is off. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Jaquez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 now.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Shot's good by Hero.
What a read by Hero. He knew the pick and roll would give him some options.
Pritchard with the ball. He has 5. Unloads from 13. And it's Brown missing. The Heat with the lead. Spins. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Mitchell outside. Back to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Brown. Pass to Queta. Now Pritchard. With the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Pritchard's got 7. Heat out offense. Mitchell looking it over. Here's Wiggins. In the corner, Powell with it. Pocket 6. Tries it from 19. And it's Miami with another.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Now Pritchard. He has 7. From downtown, Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Powell outside. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Powell. Shoots over Simon. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Celtics trail by 3. That's tipped. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebound Boston. .149 left here in the first quarter. Here's Brown. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Wiggins. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Wiggins. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics trailed by 3. Let's check in now with our Allie Lapores, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. It's good. Tatum's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Outside, Simons. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Heat. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing nope.
Miami, 27.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Boucher. Pass to Tatum. Four on the clock. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami leading by 3. Inside. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Powell outside. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Up top, Tatum. He's got 11. And the dunk by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Powell outside. Out to the right wing. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for Boston.
Powell outside. Boucher with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Tatum. Now, here's Boucher. 6 to shoot. And here's White. The kick out to Tatum. A 3 from Tatum.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
Powell outside. Corner shot. And Boston with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Count it. Howell's got 6.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
And it's White missing. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Larson. Adebayo, high post. He's got 6. Larson, no good. Outside Tatum. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Powell. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Pass to Boucher. Outside Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Here's Tatum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night.
And here is Tatum. 17 points in the game. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Pass to Larson. Now Adebayo. He's covered by Brown. Fade away. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Tatum. And Simons has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
Now, here's Rozier. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Miami making a change here. Celtics trailed by 3. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so here is Miami. Kicks it out to Hero. No good with the triple. Brown right side. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Miami leading by 3. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. On the wing, Wiggins. Hero on the wing. Over Pritchard. Hero, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's White. Wiggins with the block. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hero. From the high post, he drills it. Hero's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero draws the double. 5 on the clock. Wiggins misses off the right iron. Here's White. Wiggins with some nice D.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Hawkins left side. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Wiggins has got 14 points.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And here's Tatum for 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Well, that's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White heads up.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Now into the lineup from Boston, number 50, Chris Boucher.
On the wing, Hawkins. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum finishing off the break.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Pass to Larson. Double team on Adebayo. Mitchell wide open. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Outside Tatum. Now Pritchard. 4 on the shot clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Tatum's got 25 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Larson. Here's Hero. Rebound Boston. Bounce pass Pritchard. Here's White. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 4-point Boston lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. We've got 33 seconds left from the first half of basketball.
And they've repeatedly broken inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Miami's getting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Tatum. Good if it goes. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. The Heat trailed by 4. Powell for 3. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Powell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami. Brown outside. Brown on the drive. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's White. Off target with his 3. Pass to Hero for the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Great D that time from Hero. Heat on offense. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to White. Here's Queta. Brown outside. Cash money. Brown with the trade.
Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Shoots the three. White with the defensive effort. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's Miami with the rebound. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the four without question.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Brown. 14 points for him. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. And stolen by Wiggins. Moving it up. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now a 5-point Heat lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And he gets the bucket.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Pass to Jovic. Now here's Powell. Here's Jovic. Back to Powell. Driving inside. And Boston with the rebound. Pritchard with the ball. He has 7. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Cato. And that one drops for him. Cato's got his first basket of the night.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Boston.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Pass to Brown. Outside, White. Beyond the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Powell with it. Picked up by Brown. Powell down low. Good. Nice job down low. Powell's got 7 now in this quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Now Tatum. He's got 27. Pass to White. The screen from Brown. White inside. Rebound by the Heat. To the middle. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Tatum. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And here are the Heat now. They lead by 1. Pass to Jovic. Jaquez outside. And here's Wiggins. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Over Pritchard. The shot by Mitchell, no good. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 1.
This is what we talk about with Derek White, doing a little bit of everything. Offensive rebound, putback, you bet.
Wiggins outside. From the arc. And it's White with the rebound. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Drops in the tray. Wiggins has got 17.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Tatum with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Pass to White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
To the inside. And Jovic gets it to go.
Improved decision-making by Andrew Wiggins, and that makes him an even greater challenge to guard.
Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Over Wiggins. Brown gets it done inside.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Here's Wiggins. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jaquez outside. Right side, Hero. Shoots over Hauser. Hero, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Minot. Shot clock at 6. Hauser misses. The Heat trailed by 3. Hero on the wing. And it's Ware in the corner. Outside, Rozier. Pull from the top of the key. Jaquez can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Minot. And the layup's good off the glass. Minot's got his first points of the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Larson. Still yet to score. And stolen by Simon. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Larson, no good. Outside, Simon. Jaquez with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Hero from long range.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Simons from outside. Again, Simons missing. Has to wear. Here's Rozier. Good on the shot.
Strong take inside by Rozier. He might be a smaller guard, but he's got no fear.
Outside, Simon. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And here is Rozier. There's the pick. Jaquez outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, we know Terry Rozier can score it, but you love when he sets his teammates up. That's when his whole game is flowing.
Here's Hauser. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
They swipe it. Here's Larson. Dives for it. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Back to Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Back to Ware. Pass to Larson. Clock at 6. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Missed inside.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
The Heat trail by 7. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Simons. And Rozier pulls it down.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Over in the corner, White. Pass to Hauser. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch Adebayo, and he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Austin leading by 4. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Going inside. Hauser misses. So Rozier will bring it up for Miami. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Tatum. Boucher up top. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trailed by 4. Pass to Rozier. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum with it. Puts up a deep three. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And here are the Heat. Back to Rozier. Outside Hero. Misses from short range. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Hauser. Good on the triple. Hauser's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
A three-pointer. Wiggins hits the three-point bomb. Wiggins has got 20 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Both teams deciding to change it up. Three-pointer, Simon. They get the rebound. That shot misses. Pass to Adebayo. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jaquez outside. It's a hand on it. And it's Hero on the follow.
Quick thinking and pass reflexes win Hero the second chance opportunity.
Now White. Boucher the screen. Fires top of the key. Boston again missing. The Heat trailing. Pass to Hero. Over in the corner, Jaquez. 6 to shoot. Out to Powell. Mitchell. Jaquez outside to tie it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Pritchard. And he finishes nicely on the way up. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Hauser. And it's off from three-point range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
That one misses. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. And he hits it to tie the game up. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Mitchell with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Good ball movement here by Miami. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Boucher. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Hero. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Miami now. Rebounded by Hauser. Simons surveying the D.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
So both teams changing it up here.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And Tatum out top the key. It's Simons. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's a one-point game. Tatum. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Brown. 2 points. That one goes.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Powell outside. Here's Wiggins. Now Adebayo. Off target from outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Jaylen Brown. Get the 3. It's stolen by Pritchard. Brown with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Cleared away by Adebayo. The Heat trailed by 5. Now Hero. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Flush.
Here's Pritchard.
Yeah, easy call.
And Miami making a change here.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Miami with the ball. Outside, Hero. Let's lose a 3. Wiggins. Another chance. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum on the wing. Tatum draws the double. Simons. He drills the three.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum fires. Missed on the three. Hero. And the three misses. Brown outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks.